Welcome to Not for Educational Purposes, where we take a random subject we know nothing about and attempt to understand more about it using the internet, while we careen off topic and see how far away from the original purpose of the show we can get. Please be advised, this podcast is so unhinged that we lost the door centuries ago. There will be nonsense, chaos, lots of giggles, and most importantly, swearing and possibly mild sexual content. You know, all the fun stuff. Not for children. Listen at your own discretion.
There we go. Perfect.
All right. Welcome to Not for Educational Purposes. I am Kai.
I'm Jay.
And I'm James.
Yay! All right. Happy July, everybody.
That's my birth month.
Oh, is your birth month?
Yeah.
When's your birthday?
The
When's your
9th.
name day? The 9th? Oh,
Yeah.
that's coming up pretty soon.
At exactly one
That is
1 minute
exactly
ago.
when this podcast is going to go up.
Oh,
Is your
snap.
birthday.
This is awesome.
Yeah. Happy birthday. So everybody say happy birthday to James.
Happy birthday, James.
Yeah. Thank you. Very merry on birthday.
Yeah,
No.
because technically this comes out in the future.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Wild how that works.
And it's crazy.
It's almost like how we record these in advance.
What? Nah.
No way.
Nah.
It's crazy talk.
That sounds like a myth.
James, you were gonna say something. I interrupted you.
Oh, I was born at 12:04 a.m. and it is currently 12:06.
Oh, fancy.
Yeah.
When was I born? I was born at 1:07 in the afternoon, I think.
Oh, nice.
Was it? I fucking wrote this down because it's something that I'm not gonna remember ever.
Yeah.
Because astrology and stuff, that's how I know my birth chart.
I was about to say, don't
That's
you?
that's why I know.
Yeah. Awesome. That makes me happy.
Oh.
Yeah. Virgo Sun, Capricorn Moon, Scorpio Rising. So.
Hell yeah. Cancer, Sun, Scorpio, Moon, Aries rising.
Yeah, I have no idea what any of these mean.
Oh, I do. Well, I have a pretty good understanding of it. I don't want to toot my own horn. I'm not that.
That's why I told you,
fantastic at
because
it.
I knew you understand it better than I do. So.
I like the
There you go.
stars and how they affect our individual personalities.
How did
It's
that
freaky.
become a thing?
Yeah, it is freaky.
It's freaky.
Some
I
scientists
don't
went
like it
rogue.
because it's freaky. Yeah, basically.
Yeah,
Wizards.
wizards.
What?
Well, science
Science
is
is
just
magic
magic
anyway.
explained.
Yeah,
So,
but like,
wizards.
who was like, yeah, the planets. That's what's causing all of this.
I guess the same person that figured out that the moon was causing the waves in the ocean, right?
Eh,
Whoa.
yeah.
Because then he's like, what else is it affecting? And like, probably figured it affected us in some way, and then like figured out like his own birth chart, and then like applied
we're
it
70%
somehow. I don't
water.
know. That's true.
Considering that the moon moves water,
Yeah.
one
be
could
moving.
assume that it affects people.
Yeah.
I'm not. Look, I already don't like the idea of believing in things. Don't try to make me believe in more things.
No, but like it's not necessarily belief. That's purely logic, right?
Yeah.
Like the moon controls the tides. That is a known fact.
Yeah, because gravity.
Right. So we are also affected by gravity, and we are also water. So if the moon can affect water, it makes sense the moon affects us in some way, whatever way that might be. Right?
Yes.
Logically, that makes sense.
Absolutely.
That's like, this is my dad talking. Like, my dad is not a spiritual, religious person. This is just him being a logical dude, being like, yeah, that checks out.
Yeah, but I'm defiant, and the fact that planets have determined any course of my life makes me upset.
No, it's not about, like, the planets determining any course of your life. I'm talking about the moon. The moon is not a planet. The moon is an object that circles around the Earth. Like,
And also, that's the pattern. That's not, like, that's your
Yeah.
pattern. That's not astrology. Like, astrology is just essentially telling
Yeah.
you the different, like, aspects of your personality and, like, what could possibly be you if not affected by certain things, like possibly trauma or anything like that. Like, that could
Yeah.
negatively impact you, might have a different, like, impact on you astrologically. So your, like, sun sign wouldn't mean the exact same. That's why sun sign astrology is, like, super weird to me. I don't know. There's like, a lot of
It's
things
also-
that go into it.
I like
Yeah, and-
astronomy.
there you go. We like astronomy. We love stars.
Yeah,
Yeah.
stars are dope.
Yeah. The thing, like, my personal takeaway from astrology is that I mean, like tarot for me, it's a tool, right?
Yes.
Like, it's not, I don't necessarily spiritually believe in it, but it is something that I can look at and go, okay, that gives me a bouncing point of which to consider things about myself. It doesn't tell me about myself.
Yeah.
Right, because you're
Isn't it-
asking
gives-
questions about your personal life
Yeah.
that you want information on.
Yeah, it gives me an idea of where to start, basically.
Isn't
Yeah.
it like set in such a way that it's vague enough for your like subconscious to be able to grab onto stuff that you weren't necessarily consciously aware of?
Yeah,
Yes, but
exactly.
usually your mind goes to something immediately when, like, so in my personal experience, when having had a tarot card reading done by somebody whom I put a lot of faith in, like, in general, like, believed them as a friend, as a person, like, just believed in their spirituality, felt the vibe. So when I got a tarot card reading done by them, I would immediately think of whatever, like, it was connecting to in the cards, and, like, something would either pop up or it wouldn't. And that's just, like, dependent on the person or the reading or whether or not you're, like, emotionally available enough to, like, open up to that idea also. Because, like, it's you talking to yourself, basing, like, your thought pattern around what the cards have evoked in your brain.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like,
And
in your
also,
thoughts.
like, I've had readings done by a friend of mine. I've had a reading done by a friend of mine, and I looked at it and I was like, I mean, I get it, but I don't quite. Like, it wasn't, it was not as connected as I would want it to be. But then I've done readings for myself or readings from my mom where I've looked at a set of 3 cards, because that's the only one that I know how to do, and been like, oh, that checks out. Oh, that checks out. And that checks out.
Yeah. It's also super
But-
different when you do it for yourself.
Yeah.
Because
But
it's
like
your
having
energy.
someone else, having someone else do it for me, I've never had any luck of like feeling anything.
Yeah.
So,
It's definitely a different
know.
experience.
yeah.
I have my own set that I probably should be playing more with and have not been using that tool.
I had one that looks like cats, and then they gave it to James.
I also have a cat one. I've got 3. I have a cat one, I have a Welcome to Night Vale one, and I've got the one that I use most often, which is
got-
the fountain.
The one that I used, the cat one that Jay gave me, and this Oracle deck that I have not used very often. It's
I'm
really
less
dope,
familiar
though.
with Oracle decks.
You know, it would be so
I like
cute
them.
to have like a mini tarot deck, like
Ah!
a little tiny one. That would be adorable. Not to like functionally use, but just like flip through.
Well, if you're open to a reading sometime, I can always do that for you.
Get a tiny tarot deck.
I mean, well, just in general, tarot reading.
Oh. Yeah.
Yeah.
No. Yeah.
So, like, you
It's
can
kinda
feel for
fun.
yourself whether or not it
Yeah.
is something that you're interested in or, like, vibe with.
I already have a hard time being open, like emotionally.
You also
Yeah.
don't have to do this if you don't want to. You are not
Yeah.
under any obligation at all.
It's kind of like when you play Little Nightmares on Twitch. You do not have to continue
Yeah,
if you do not
you
want
Yes,
to.
I do. I
No, you-
have to continue.
No, you-
No, you don't.
Yes, I
If you
do.
No,
don't
you
want to
don't.
play it, you don't have to continue.
I've gotten so far. I tried so hard. I got so far.
And in the end.
It really fucking
and then
mattered.
you-
And you, first off, you beat the first boss. And you
You
got
did.
all the way to the second boss. So, like,
very proud of you.
You've done so well.
Exactly. So I gotta finish it.
Shameless plug. Follow Flicker Spark on Twitch.
Yes.
Please. Go hang out while I play horror games that I do not enjoy.
come watch Jay get really scared and very uncomfortable, and be mad at themselves for getting scared and uncomfortable.
Yeah.
It's a ride.
To be fair, that is
To be
just
fair.
like any experience I have with any sort of astrology. Or magic. I get scared and uncomfortable because I don't want to believe in it, but it's probably true.
I get mad at certain things that, like, call me out because there's, like, things you don't want to assess about yourself, and astrology sometimes will just be like, hey, you, this thing
Yeah.
over here. And you're just like,
There are
hey,
things
fuck
sometimes
you.
you're not ready for.
Yeah. It's rude.
Like, I don't want to look
sometimes.
at that yet. Like, I recognize that it's a problem, but I don't want to deal with it yet. So we're just
Right.
gonna shove it into a corner and like, wait,
fucking
wait on
rude.
that.
Oh,
We're gonna
yeah.
put it in a jar, label it, and put it at the back of the cupboard, and then like,
That's what
Yes.
I do with my therapist. We touch on a subject and she goes, and I'm like, no, that Tupperware is dirty for a reason.
yeah. That Tupperware in the back of the fridge is growing mold. Do I want to throw it out? No. Do I want to clean it? No.
We're just gonna leave it there.
Ecosystem. It will continue to grow until it becomes a problem.
Yes. And then we will deal with it. Maybe. Okay,
Gotta
we have
spring
rambled.
clean.
We've rambled far too much. What am I looking up today?
Oh man! Oh yeah! Forgot we do that. Okay, so the the good King Gregory, I don't know. It says insects were once as big as bears. Is that true?
Yes. Yep.
No.
I hate that so much.
Back
That
when
makes
there
me very
was
upset.
a whole lot of oxygen.
I'm sorry. What?
I forget if that was before, during, or after the dinosaurs, but that was back when everything was big. And I mean everything.
No.
Like everything.
That's why
Yeah.
I scrapped that idea.
Yeah.
Someone was like, "This doesn't make sense. Just start
Woo.
over. Rewrite. This version of Earth is not okay."
That thing's 35 feet. I'm like 5'11".
Yeah. Insects reached their biggest sizes about 300 million years ago during the late Carboniferous and early Permian periods. This was the reign of the predatory griffin flies.
No.
What?
Giant
Absolutely not.
dragonfly-like insects with wingspans up to 28 inches.
So, there
that's
were
about
dragons.
2 feet.
There were dragons.
There
Yeah.
were whole ass dragons.
Whole ass dragons.
They're about 2 feet wide. But yes.
And yet
that's a
people still don't
dragonfly
believe
with a
in
wingspan
magic.
of 2 feet.
No, I've seen
The
regular
reign of the
dragons.
giant insects ended with the evolution of birds. So dinosaurs became birds and ate all the bugs.
No, that means
Ah.
that there were dinosaurs that were, or birds that were bigger than those bugs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How you think we got dinosaurs?
What?
Most dinosaurs
Bird-
had feathers.
Birds are dinosaurs.
I forget about that fact. Every time I'm reminded, it makes me uncomfy.
Yeah, birds are dinosaurs. They're just really tiny dinosaurs.
Yeah, but okay.
They were big.
They used to be big.
So, did the alligators not, like, evolve from dinosaurs?
They were dinosaurs. Alligators?
Yeah, not all dinosaurs had feathers, but a
Okay.
lot of dinosaurs had feathers.
So did everything evolve from dinosaurs?
Yeah, pretty much. Well,
So-
except for
Bugs.
mammals.
Oh.
And bugs.
Yeah, because dinosaurs laid eggs, but they weren't
Okay.
mammals.
Well, the platypus. Maybe the platypus is a failed attempt at being a mammal from a dinosaur.
The platypus is an earth patch gone wrong.
It's an earth patch? Someone said the simulation has gone wrong. Just
The
throw some numbers
simulation
together.
fucked up and shoved together too many things.
Our whole universe.
Oh, no. Okay.
That's a good question. What type of animal is the platypus? I forget.
It's a mammal.
It's
I
a
thought it was a
duck-billed,
mongoose.
beaver-tailed,
What is happening?
otter-footed, egg-laying aquatic creature native to Australia.
Oh, hell
Because
no.
of course it's Australia.
Why did I think it came from a colder climate?
And it is a mammal, despite the fact that it lays eggs.
Well, okay, so what makes it a mammal?
That's a good question.
Don't mammals lay eggs and like feed their young while they're
Yeah, I mean,
raised?
Mammals do. Everyone lays eggs. They just lay eggs in different ways.
Yeah, in different
Yeah,
places.
humans have eggs. We just hatch
We
the egg.
incubate them.
And, yeah, and then you crack.
I
Instead
don't
of cracking
like
the
that.
egg, it just kind of cracks, but it's like it cracks and then it like comes out a different area and then it comes out all
Yeah.
afterwards. That's the placenta. That's the egg.
Basically, yeah.
Wait,
Yeah, I mean, you know, basically.
wait. Okay, because I just
Well,
had a
I mean,
thought.
yes and no.
Yeah, it's not exactly, but
The egg is the person. The
Yeah.
placenta is the yolk.
That's
Yeah.
where my brain went. That was uncomfy.
Yeah.
So we're the egg.
yeah.
Oh, that makes
Yeah.
a lot of sense.
It is.
It
It's
represents
a type
a
of
shell.
It's a type of
Yeah.
echidna.
Oh, what?
What's a
Oh no, wait, it's not a type of echidna. Sorry, it's a type of monotreme. It is related to the echidna, but it's not a type of echidna.
Bless you?
In layman's terms, please.
Sorry, it's related to something cute.
Oh. Are they
That kind of looks like a hedgehog with a long nose.
Oh, that would be adorable.
That sounds cute. So what makes it a mammal?
So like echidna, it's a monotreme.
not
Like echidnas, they are the only mammals that lay eggs instead of giving birth to live young. I don't know what makes a mammal. What makes a mammal? What makes a mammal a mammal? From the government of Illinois. This is a teacher's guide. I don't want that. Give me Wikipedia, thank you.
Illinois is not real.
That's not a reputable state. Thank you.
No, there are just some places that only exist in my imagination until I
Oh.
go there. And then they're real.
Interesting.
It's like
Okay,
people.
so a mammal
Makes sense.
has absolutely nothing to do with how they create young.
Oh.
So mammals are a group of vertebrate animals, and they are characterized by the presence of mammary glands. So we are mammals because we have titties
What? Huh?
that produce milk.
If you got
That's why.
Oh man.
But not all humans have mammary glands that produce milk.
But all humans do have mammary glands.
Yeah.
But if they don't produce, are they
It's-
still a mammal?
It says characterized by the presence of mammary glands, which in females produce milk for feeding their
Oh,
young.
okay.
So it's the presence of mammary glands, not the
Yeah.
producing milk.
Oh,
It also requires a neocortex, which is the region of the brain, fur or hair, and 3 middle ear bones.
excuse me?
So what happens if you have all of those requirements but only have 2 middle ear bones? What are
Then
you?
you're not a mammal.
Oh.
Uh, What are the requirements of being a human? Because I've had some suspicions.
I mean, the requirements are being what makes a human a human?
Oh man. Things we never thought would get Googled.
I feel like.
Human being, a culture-bearing primate classified in the genus Homo, specifically the species H. sapiens.
It's just the
Human
species
be-
itself.
Yeah, human beings are anatomically similar and related to the great apes, but are distinguished by a more highly developed brain and a resultant capacity for articulate speech and abstract reasoning. So the thing that makes a human is the ability to speak and the ability to reason.
And the ability
Wait.
to destroy.
Is
Effectively.
it abstract thinking, like thinking outside the box?
Yes.
Yes, so like
But like some
being
people
able-
can't do that though.
Well,
There's levels of humans.
there's levels of humans.
True.
Yeah, it's the human being, like, they have the capacity to, they just choose not to.
That's upsetting.
I mean, we could stay
Um,
on this sort of topic of people.
Trigger warning, we're gonna talk a whole lot about death real quick. We'll let you know when it's done. Skip ahead to 26 minutes and 10 seconds if you want to skip.
Okay.
Sure.
So, this person with numbers in of their thing, and I don't know how to say it,
Uh-huh,
says the last time a person was beheaded was in the same year as the first Star Wars movie.
I think that's true.
Is that
I think
really
that's
true?
true.
Oh,
I'm pretty
no.
sure it was.
I'm pretty
I think
sure
that
there's
was the
people-
last year.
People have been beheaded since then.
I think they mean the last year that the guillotine was used.
Like, yeah.
Okay.
I think the last year that the guillotine
So, like,
was used was
legally.
in legally, yeah.
Legally.
Was in
Yeah.
was in France
I was like, that sounds
in the
false.
same year that Star Wars came out.
Yeah.
Ah, interesting. What
I'm
did
pretty
they
sure
get
I know
beheaded
that.
For?
He was a convicted murderer.
Ah,
Well,
okay.
Yeah. There you go. Yeah, he was sentenced to death in 1977 and was executed by guillotine in the same year. That was the last time the guillotine was used.
I feel like that was a mistake on whoever's choice it was to not continue that act. I'm not sure
Like
why this
beheading
stuff-
people with the
Yes.
guillotine?
What do you mean? Yes.
I mean, it's,
The guillotine is a terrible way to behead somebody.
Oh.
It doesn't work half the time.
I mean,
But it did scare the public.
That's true.
I
But
feel
do
like
we
there were
really
less
want a
murders.
public is scared of their government?
No,
no one has
that's
ever
true, we
walked
don't.
away and complained.
Well.
What?
No one has ever walked away and complained. So like,
Well.
I mean, that's true, but people certainly have been stuck there with only half their neck missing.
Oh. That's
The guillotine was a really bad way of
I feel like they
murder.
could have perfected that. Why is it so they were like why is this why was that not sharper? What do
I
you
don't
mean?
know.
Was it a blunt object coming down on someone's neck? Like why was there not an actual blade that would slice through the neck bone with like the ease of a butter knife on butter? What's going on here? What are we doing?
really got
because
nearly
the
headless neck.
guillotine relied
I'm so
solely on
upset about
gravity to
this.
work.
That's
Oh.
stupid.
So you have to
Yeah,
put a
so-
heavier weight on top.
Yeah, so the guillotine
You should
was
be more
effectively
prepared
like
than that.
yeah. I mean, the easiest way to behead somebody was to actually like take a sword and just
I mean, a sword, yes. An axe is really messy. I feel
Yeah.
like the guillotine could have worked perfectly if they just implemented a sharper blade and like maybe a sturdier handle and like a better catching maneuver.
I love that we're talking about this.
Maybe like a thing where maybe you had to like put your whole head in it, like you did, like you that way, like you could, so that way it would be caught without having to like shoot across the room and be real dramatic or
Okay,
something.
well, now I have to look up why the guillotine was terrible.
Yeah, because
I'm just saying, if you like do real bad stuff and you know the stuff I'm talking about, like
Yeah.
maybe you should be guillotined in front of your whole fucking town. I don't know. I'm not the government.
I mean,
Oh, maybe it wasn't the guillotine.
Oh.
oh,
Oh,
What if
maybe
it-
there might be another death object that was bad.
Most
yeah,
death
most
objects
of
are
them.
bad. We wouldn't have a need for death
Um,
objects if people would stop killing each other to begin with.
It was
And
one
stop
of the most
hurting each
gruesome
other.
methods of execution.
That's debatable.
It says one of the most gruesome methods.
Oh, okay. I retract my earlier statement. I mean, there's a way to perfect everything.
What?
That is
I think.
true.
You know,
The one problem with the guillotine is that it cuts you off right at the neck, which means that your brain's still alive for 7 seconds because it takes 7 seconds for all the blood to leave. So you're alive for 7 seconds after that.
oh, I could see why that could be like a debatable reason as to why to stop like using that.
Yeah.
That's
Okay.
such
It's
a
not
long
a-
time.
Okay, but
It's
like
not
I
an
feel
instantaneous death.
like we should have asked somebody who was beheaded if they got like nicely beheaded. Like we could have asked them if they had cognitive brain function, if it hurt, and if it didn't. Like maybe it's like a nice way to go. Maybe we don't know these
Okay.
things. We don't have opinions for those who've been beheaded if it was painful or painless.
How do you nicely ask
How-
someone who's
How would
I'd
would
have been
they
like,
tell
"Excuse
you?
me, sir, does this hurt?"
And
they
how
would've-
would they tell you?
Oh, their vocal cords are gone, right?
Uh-huh.
Blink if this hurts.
Right. Uh-huh. Definitely.
I feel like the whole body is in shock.
Blink 5 times if this hurts. Like in really fast. Blink really, really fast if this hurts.
7
Oh,
seconds
no.
is too long. That's such a long time.
Oh no.
That is too long. I mean, like, think about it. Like 1, 2, 3,
That's so long.
4, 5,
Yeah.
6, 7. That's a whole like fucking 12 billion thought process in my brain.
Yeah.
Like, there's so many things I could have thought about in that 7 seconds when I was trying to focus really hard on counting.
Yeah. Oh.
You know, like, how much pain you would be in for those 7 seconds?
God, that would be astronomical. Wait, if you were in that much pain, wouldn't you go into shock and then it would be numb?
Yeah, that's what I just said. You'd
Oh.
be in shock.
Yeah.
Then
Or
yeah.
maybe you wouldn't feel I mean, you'd only feel pain around your neck.
Oh, I guess. Well, not if the blade was sharp.
No, you'd still feel pain.
Yeah, because so when you get stabbed, mostly the reason why you feel pain is when it comes out because the
Yeah.
nerves are exposed to air.
Ah,
Yeah.
so it'd be like super stingy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it hurt like a bitch.
It'd be like getting a paper cut right through your neck.
What if, hear me out, laser beam?
What?
Just cauterize it. Just be
Yeah.
held by lightsaber.
Oh, you could just.
That's
oh,
what I.
they
That's
have those-
exactly what I meant, Kai.
They have those knives that like toast bread. As
Yeah.
You go through. So just like one of those. But for the
Lightsaber
heat.
death.
Yeah.
Has that been discussed on a scientific level?
I think right here, right
I'm
now.
pretty sure everyone's trying to get rid of capital punishment.
Yeah, it's kind of bad.
Everyone except America.
Eh.
Have we been here lately? It is in fact 2021 right now for anybody listening in the future.
Ah. Oh dear. Oh boy. Okay. Moving on.
Oh dear.
Just made everybody
Moving on
uncomfy.
from-
I do
from Death and
apologize.
destruction. I might record a trigger warning for that.
Yeah, we might really want to do that.
Okay.
That is
real
entirely
quick,
my fault, and I do
recording-
apologize.
Recording a trigger warning now so I can implement it earlier. Trigger warning, we're gonna talk a whole lot about death real quick. We'll let you know when it's done. Okay, trigger warning, we're done. Sweet. Moving
Yeah.
on.
I've been real uncomfy the whole time.
Oh no.
I'm sorry.
But there's no trigger warning in conversation because we don't know where this is gonna go.
I do apologize.
That's true.
I love talking about the ideas and possibilities of this world and this realm because it just makes me crazy to not think about it.
Yeah, I'm just afraid of dying terribly.
Why?
Because why
That's
have a fear of
fair.
sharks?
I mean, I don't know.
Oh.
Like it's not about being.
Don't ever go to Australia.
Oh, I just don't go
Oh,
to the
yeah.
ocean.
Oceans are bad news bears.
Yeah,
We have sharks up here, but they're tiny.
I can be in a pool. I can be in a tub.
I don't like the
like
ocean here
tubs.
anyway. There's lots of kelp and seaweed, and it's gross and feels on my feet. Eh. I prefer
Seaweed
lakes.
tastes
I mean,
good,
actually, that's a lie. I prefer pools because pools don't make me anxious. Lakes make me anxious because I can't see the bottom.
Yes.
It's like you don't
That's
know
the truth.
what's in there.
Not because I don't know what's in there. I know what's in there. There's fish and like greens and stuff down at the bottom, but I don't know how deep it is. So if I drown, I don't know how long it's gonna be before I.
Oh no!
I'm sorry.
Okay, so none of that scares me. Everything that all of you have just said, that none of that scares me. The reason the ocean scares me is because it's so vast. And it's not because I'm scared of dying.
Oh, yeah.
It's just because being in an area that I have too much space in, it makes me really upset and uncomfortable. And I don't know how to
Also-
process that feeling. So that's why it's like, that's why it scares me. I don't
We
care
also-
about dying. I'm not like,
It's like the
worried about
opposite
that.
of claustrophobia.
Yeah.
What's that
Yeah.
called?
The opposite of claustrophobia.
Yeah.
I'm real scared of falling, whatever you want to call what we're about to find out, and bugs, flying bugs specifically.
Oh yeah, those are gross. They'll end up places that you did not
Ah!
expect them to be, and I hate it.
That makes me real uncomfy.
I'm sorry. I didn't have time to process that before it came out of
That's most things that I say,
Agoraphobia.
so I understand.
my mouth. Agoraphobia.
Agoraphobia.
I heard.
So I'm slightly agoraphobic. That's not. I don't like that. That makes me really uncomfy.
It is the fear. It is the fear of open spaces.
It's not specifically, but it's not that though. I'm not like, okay, so
Yeah.
if I was like alone in a mall or something,
You're
I'd be fine.
afraid of. Yeah, you're afraid of unknown open spaces.
Yes, I'm terrified.
You're afraid of the
ocean,
unknown.
Yes,
Oh,
Yeah.
100%.
Rather than
A dark room,
Yeah.
absolutely. Terrified of
Yeah.
the unknown for sure. Death,
Okay.
not at all. Not at all.
So it's not
Yeah.
the other thing. It's just the none. So
Uh,
like if you knew what was in the ocean, you knew everything
Oh.
about it.
Oh, I don't like that.
Uh-uh.
Oh, that.
What?
No, because it's still like super big, and any one of those items, creatures could attack me. Just the idea.
The
of
psychological
vastness.
term for fear of the unknown is xenophobia,
Xenophobia.
What?
which is also racism.
Excuse me.
It's been, the word has evolved to mean the fear of strangers or foreigners. So it's like if you're xenophobic, people assume that you're racist. So that's why I was kind of at the word, because it's a fear
I
of
am
the
Puerto
unknown.
Rican and highly autistic.
Yeah, I know. That's what I mean. Like, that's dumb. So we're just gonna say you have a fear of the unknown. We're not
Yep.
gonna name it.
Yeah.
I have a fear
Okay.
of the unknown. That's a true statement.
Yes.
And the feeling of falling and the feeling of pain.
That's wild because I feel like the feeling of the fear of the feeling of falling and the fear of the unknown kind of go hand in hand.
Yeah, because you
I
don't
have
know if
fear
you're
of
gonna hit the
free
bottom.
falling.
Like I don't.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
I have fear of free falling. I don't like free falling. I don't like that. It
Like
no,
immense
makes
pain,
me-
by the
makes
way,
me
is what I
uncomfortable.
meant. Like breaking a leg
Immense pain.
or
Oh,
something
yeah.
like that. Like I've yet to break a bone. So let me not say
Me
that in a
too.
weird way. I've yet to.
That's a
break
lie,
bone.
actually.
Oh no.
I have broken a bone, but I don't remember it.
Ah.
I was 2. I broke my nose. I fell up the stairs.
Oh no. I've fallen
You
up
fell
before.
up the stairs?
Yeah.
That's not how gravity works. We just
I've
talked about
done that
gravity.
before. I've fallen up the stairs.
How do you fall?
Yeah, you trip on a step on the way up and you hit one of the stairs.
Yeah.
Oh.
You
That
fall
happened when I was
forward
2.
instead of fall back.
Yeah.
That.
Like
I
your
don't-
toes don't hit the stair the way they're supposed to, and your
Yeah.
toes slip off
And you
the
go,
step,
"Hit
and you
it."
poof, right in the
Yeah.
stairs.
Okay, so it makes sense, but I do not like that thought of the your
It's uncomfy.
Able
It
to
was
fall
painful.
upward.
Yeah.
That's not.
Ooh, falling.
To talk about the ocean again, we have discovered only 20% of the ocean.
I thought it was less than that, but that doesn't surprise me.
Yeah. It used to be less, but it is 20% as of 2020.
Well, you go.
Still not enough.
Us, we've gotten more.
Yeah?
Yeah, because we have to build special submarines to be able to go
Yeah,
in the
That's
ocean.
dope.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because
They have to be able to withstand the pressure.
Which is the opposite of space. Because you don't have to worry about your space station getting crushed. You have to worry about it coming apart, don't you?
I thought if you like
Isn't
lost
there
your
lots of-
spacesuit, you just got like smooshed like in.
Yeah, isn't there a bunch of pressure in space?
Wait, maybe that's black holes I'm thinking about.
No.
Hang on. Wait. Now I'm confused.
But like,
Because space is a vacuum.
yeah.
Oh, yeah. Air pressure is extremely low. Yeah, okay. Yes,
Yeah.
it is the opposite of space.
I know stuff about space.
You do. I'm proud of
Yeah.
That's my favorite thing.
I'm
Space
sorry
is
I
your
doubted
favorite
you. I
thing.
should not have.
Yeah.
I know some stuff.
You know
You know
space
lots of things.
Yeah.
Very
You just
smart.
don't believe that you know lots of
That
things.
is the
That's
truth. That is the fucking truth about Jay.
Oh no.
You just don't believe that you know a lot about a lot of things, but you do.
But if any of us asked you about space, you could spit space facts.
I
Yeah.
can say some space facts. I don't know all
Yeah,
the space
that's still
facts.
knowing
Spit
things.
hard space
Believe it or
facts.
not.
Pluto has a
Believe
heart
it or
on it.
not.
And I feel like everyone should know this. So.
What?
Pluto has a heart on it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Pluto's heart. It's so cute.
We talked about that last time.
Oh, we did.
Yeah, we explored space
Yeah.
a little bit.
I'm forgetful. A group of otters. Do you know what that is called?
A group of otters?
Yeah.
I know that a group of ferrets is a business, isn't it?
Oh, no, a group of otters is a business.
Oh, I thought it was
Oh.
ferrets.
I
But
mean,
that's
I see
cute.
both. Yeah. I'm sorry. I don't
Did
know
you know,
much of you said it.
A group of
Oh.
resting otters is called a raft.
I'm sure all of you know what a group of ravens is called.
A murder.
That's a
Yeah.
murder of crows.
Oh.
What's raven?
Is it also ravens?
I thought so. Maybe it's birds of prey? Question mark.
Birds of prey.
Question mark.
It's a romp of otters.
A romp? That's
A
amazing.
romp.
I like that even better.
That's so cute.
Is it a romp of otters?
I mean, they're real cute, so why not?
Yeah. a
Oh,
romp.
okay.
They're also evil.
The collective nouns for otters are bevy, family, lodge, romp, or when in water, a raft.
Oh, I'm sorry, the person you were wrong.
Incorrect.
I think it's ferrets that are a business.
That's still cute though. That's very cute.
They look like they should wear top hats and ties.
Yeah, a group of ferrets is known as a business, so it's a business of
I love
ferrets.
You know, doing their business things.
I might get. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna
What?
turn my left leg into animals that I like.
Here
Because
for
it's
that.
gonna be JoJo.
Oh,
And then,
okay.
like, some-
Bird orders. So, A. Jays are a band, cast, party, or a scold.
nice.
Crows are a cauldron, a caucus, congress, cowardice, horde, hover, mob, murder, muster, parcel, or storytelling.
Wow.
Wow.
Ravens
so
are
many
a
names.
bazaar, congress, conspiracy, constable, rant, scatter, or an unkindness.
An unkindness.
Wow.
An unkindness of ravens.
That's so mean. Aw.
Fucking love ravens.
Conspiracy of
A
ravens.
conspiracy of
Oh.
ravens. Yeah.
What?
I mean,
Harsh.
that makes
Yeah.
sense.
I mean, I would. Yep,
Yeah.
I believe it.
Collective nouns.
Ready for another one?
Yes.
Van Bolton says people were on the moon before they put wheels on suitcases. Is that true?
They were. On
Didn't
the
we look
moon.
this up before?
Maybe. Probably.
I think we did.
Oh.
Yeah, because suitcases was 1972 and the moon was 1969.
69, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I remember that. I remember that one.
Dope. I did not. So.
That was episode 3. I think that was the first one that the 3 of us did together.
Yeah. Okay.
Ah,
Well.
your memory's awesome.
Yeah. This is why nerds are George.
Your
She knows what
memory's
she's doing.
fucking amazing.
Yeah.
If
I remember weird things.
so, clockwork_Y says if you ate 40,000 bananas, you would die of radiation poisoning.
I believe that.
There's
Is it
so many.
true?
That's
Why
so
is
many
that
bananas,
true?
though.
Oh, yeah.
Bananas have
First
radiation.
off, I feel like you'd be able to die from the
Why?
amount of potassium intake your body would be overloaded
Probably.
with.
I feel like you die from the potassium first.
Yeah.
Right? Jeez.
Yeah, so how many bananas does it take to kill you? Oh my god. Who asks these questions?
People that
People-
want answers.
Who?
Yes.
Jesus
exactly.
Christ. So bananas, as most foods, contain a minute amount of radiation. You'd have to eat 10 million bananas at once to die of radioactive poisoning. You could also experience chronic symptoms by eating 274 bananas a day for 7 years.
Oh, wow.
So if you wanted to slowly kill yourself by eating bananas, it would take you 7 years.
slowly.
And you'd have to eat 274 of them a day. I don't think your body could handle
No.
that.
What
I think
if
you'd
you-
burst.
Made it 14 years and then halved the bananas as well.
Still a lot of bananas to consume in a
I
day.
mean, is it? I love bananas.
You could not eat 100 bananas in a day.
Huh?
No.
What?
You can't eat 100 bananas in a day.
I feel like you could. They're small enough. Nah.
No, bananas
small?
are huge.
They're
Bananas
like,
are huge.
They're like this. What
No,
kind
they're
of fucking
not.
bananas y'all be eating?
They're like this big.
Nah.
This big.
I eat bananas that are like. I don't eat bananas anymore.
Oh, you eat the baby bananas.
I'm
Like the
done
little-
with every statement that's just been said.
Oh no. Oh dear.
Done said
Oh,
bananas
dear.
too many times. I'm uncomfy now. We're
Should we
now
switch to
comparing
plantains?
sizes, and that fucked up my life.
Oh, I love plantains.
Plantanos are delicious.
Look, I don't speak anything other than English, and I speak it poorly.
I thought you were gonna say cursive, and I was about to
I
die.
also do not speak that.
We speak cursive sometimes.
Oh.
That's when you speak
Oh,
with an
dear.
accent.
Huh?
So many accents.
When you speak with an accent, you're speaking in a different font.
True.
Yeah.
It's true.
I like that.
Comic Sans.
Comic Sans.
Yeah.
MS.
I love Comic Sans.
Wasn't Comic Sans specifically created for people with dyslexia?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, did you not know that?
No.
So Comic Sans was created for people with dyslexia because each letter is different. So it's got a different shape.
Huh.
That's why it looks so weird to people who don't have dyslexia. That's why people who don't have dyslexia don't like it, because it looks weird. It's not uniform. It's like,
My favorite was
I
Times
love
New
it
Roman.
so much.
yeah, that's the one that everybody uses for papers and
It's
shit.
so boring.
Yeah. Huh?
But it's boring. It's all the same.
It's like
I
I
like-
also really like typewriter though.
Oh, that's true.
Typewriter's good. My
Typewriter's
personal
my
favorite
favorite,
is
probably.
Amatic small caps.
I have 2 typewriter
that?
writings on my arms.
Yeah.
I have one statement. I have one sentence on each arm in typewriter font. One says "No day but today," and one says "It's clear from here." In typewriter font, facing me. Huge, happy about that. Sorry for interrupting.
That's okay. I was looking up Comic Sans.
Yeah.
So Comic Sans is one of the few typefaces with characters that are easy for dyslexics to decipher
Nice.
because they're all because all the letters look different.
Yeah.
So
It's also
it's
they're all
great to keep
squirrely.
attention.
yeah.
Yeah.
One of the fun things to do if you're ever trying to write something like papers or essays or fiction or anything like that, write it in Comic Sans
Yeah.
and then switch it to a different font after. Your brain will just keep going.
What?
I very much
Yeah.
enjoy that.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've heard that before.
Just
Um,
write in fun fonts. Write in fun fonts.
Can
write
I
in color.
change-
Enjoy life.
My Google Docs to typewriter font?
Yeah.
Don't play with me right now.
You can.
I'm gonna
Yes,
cry.
you absolutely can.
I'm gonna
Have you
cry.
never
Yeah.
you never changed your fonts to something other than
I didn't
Times
know
New
that
Roman?
typewriter specifically was a font that I could have.
I'm
on
pretty sure you
writing-
can.
Writing like
On
online.
your Google Docs?
Yeah.
I'll check for you right now.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. Welcome to our business meeting.
Because I have 2 books and some plugs sitting on top of my laptop, so I cannot open it at this point in time.
Yeah. Whoa. we got a
Legit.
computer.
It's not in Google.
What?
See,
I
I
bet
feel
we
like I knew
downloaded it.
that. I feel like I was already disappointed by it, and then I like got my hopes up.
There's
again
one
right
that's
then.
very close though. Inconsolata.
If it doesn't say typewriter on it, my brain's not gonna be okay with using it.
Aw.
It is very close. I'm looking at it and I can tell you that it's very close, but it is not typewriter. Oh, there are a lot that look like typewriter, but none of them that are typewriter.
That's so infuriating. Why is it trademarked or something?
Maybe. Maybe
There's
this is off-brand
Courier. Courier is also very good.
I've
It
used
looks like
Courier
typewriter.
before. I feel
Yeah.
like.
So Courier looks like typewriter, but
Well.
not exactly the same.
There we go.
Yeah, I like Amatic small caps personally.
Why? What is that?
I will show you right
Yeah.
Small caps, like all caps, but small.
Everyone.
That's
open
so
up the
dope.
document, follow along.
now. Yeah.
That's
and I
how
like
some people's handwriting is.
that's how my handwriting is. I write in all
Nice.
caps.
I write in like a weird slang cursive thing sometimes, and then sometimes
There.
it's like print, and then.
Oh my gosh, that's so cute.
Oh, I like that.
It's the font that I use for our logos and stuff.
Oh yeah, I thought that looked familiar.
Hell
My
yeah.
favorite.
Baby shoes for sale.
Maybe what? Oh man.
Hemingway once
this-
wrote a
this is
story
just-
in just a few words. Baby shoes for sale, never worn. Call random numbers, and is said to have called it his best work.
I mean, it is a story.
It
It's
is a
very
story.
short.
That
Nice.
is a very short.
It's a very
Story.
sad story.
What?
8675309.
It looks like it looks like a commercial.
Yeah.
That's what I thought it was.
I would have said the number out loud, but now that I know that it's 7 likes and some change is an area code, I am never saying any numbers out loud anymore.
Huh?
Like, the area code
Ah.
that we have for our phones is an
Yeah.
area code that I didn't know existed, because when I lived in North Carolina, my area code was 252, and I didn't know it could get much higher than that.
Yeah.
Brain didn't
Wait. Okay.
comprehend that.
Why?
It just
Why
didn't.
are area codes different? Is there an area code that starts at 1?
Probably. See, now
I
I
mean,
I
okay.
thought 800 numbers were fake. So I thought like having a 700 area code was fake.
Oh, no.
That didn't make sense to me. Like 800 numbers are the people that call you and they're like telemarketers. Like that doesn't
Yeah.
make sense to my
Yeah.
brain that the other numbers were real.
I mean, have you ever looked at phone numbers from countries that aren't in North America?
No.
You know,
They're
ones
different
that don't
lengths
have
of
an area
numbers,
code.
right? They're like
They don't
plus
have.
61 or some stuff.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. So Holland is plus 3-1.
Oh.
I think it's plus 3-1. Pretty sure.
There's
Is that?
there's more numbers beyond the area code?
Yep. So we're the North America is +1. Holland is plus 3-1. I forget what the UK is.
Who all
I
got
looked at
together
America's
and
plus
decided
one.
these numbers? That we were all just going to use
Some
them
white
and they
people,
were gonna
probably.
work?
White man said
White
so.
people.
Probably.
We'll forever continually say because white man said so.
Because white men.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Carrying on. What else we got?
Okay, so the Earth's magnetic poles are slowly shifting and will at some points completely flip.
Correct.
Wait, really?
Yes, that is accurate.
What will happen when that happens?
Yeah.
What does that mean?
So effectively, so the Earth's. I wonder if I can explain this without looking it up. Let me see if I can pull this out of my ass real quick.
Intrigued.
So the Earth's polarity has swapped. We assume. We don't know this for sure, but we're pretty certain that it has swapped a number of times across the billions of years that the Earth has existed. So when it gets close to switching, what creates the protective layer around the Earth is the polarity of it. So when that polarity starts to swap, the Earth will get warmer, and then it goes back to normal. One of the original debunk things for global warming was, the polarity's just switching. And then people were like, no, it's not, because this is happening way too fast, and the polarity switches like every 10 million years or something. And like, it's not going to switch as fast as climate change is currently happening. And then we looked more into it. The reason we think this happens is because there are layers upon layers of magnetic rock in certain places that change direction every time the poles switch. So depending on which way is north, the rock of that sedimentary layer will be pointing in that direction. And then when it switches, it'll point in the other direction. So that's why we think it happens. We're not like, we won't know for sure until we actually witness it happening. But
Yeah. And that's going to be hard.
that's probably not going to happen.
Yeah.
You got to go all the way to the center of the Earth, and we know how that goes. There are movies about it.
You know how that should
Yeah.
go.
Yeah,
Don't do
dinosaurs.
that. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that is an actual thing. I hope I explained that correctly.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I did.
I feel like it did.
Yeah.
When did I learn that? Was that grade 9? Grade 8? I don't remember. Some science class in high school.
Fully believe that.
Yep. The fact that you retained that information, though,
Right?
fucking choice.
Some of those things. Sorry?
I said fucking choice.
No,
I'm sorry. Is that like a weird compliment?
I didn't know what it was for.
The fact that you retained that information
Wild.
is fucking choice. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like I said, weird stuff exists in my brain. It's like the stuff that I find interesting will stick.
Yeah.
You can't ask me about the rest of the science class from that year. I don't remember any of it.
It's like, you took the information that you needed and was
Exactly.
like, this is it.
Yeah.
This is my nugget, and
Exactly.
I'm leaving.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I do have a brain. I have a brain full of weird knowledge. I could not spew any of it if you asked me to on command.
Right.
But, like,
Yeah.
I feel
if you
like
give
that's
me a
ADHD in a
prompt-
nutshell.
yeah, right. Like if you give me a prompt and I know about it and it triggers of like, oh hey, I know that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
100%.
like Jay in space.
Yeah.
Just gifted with like copious amounts of information that you didn't really remember that you had, but did remember that you had, but on a subconscious level.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yep.
Wanna go on
100%.
one last one?
Yeah.
All right. Something Joker says giraffes give birth standing up. So a newborn giraffe has to survive a nearly 8-foot drop at the second it's born.
That does not surprise me.
That sounds
feel
very
like-
painful.
I feel like I knew that, but does not surprise me.
But doesn't it only take like a couple inches for a human to break a bone?
Well, I feel like a leg might come out where it can like stabilize itself a little. Maybe not. Maybe they just fall. Who knows?
Well, I mean, children are
Science
better at
says.
falling
Uh-uh.
in general because
Yeah.
they're loose.
That's true.
Newborn giraffes enter the world in a sort of Superman position. So they front legs and head first, followed by their body and then their back legs.
Oh,
So,
so they
because-
fucking
because
nosedive
of-
into the ground.
Yes.
Wow.
They don't. They don't nosedive. They handstand into the ground.
Oh. So they like
So
they have
they're-
their
they're-
cross and then they open them up and they like handstand
Yeah.
and then their feet come out and so they kind of like push a little bit and then their legs come down and yeah, so they're fine. They're fine.
Yeah. Because of the extreme size of their offspring, giraffe mums have to give birth standing up
Ah.
so as to not damage their babies' lengthy necks. So they actually give birth that way on purpose.
Wow.
That's
It doesn't hurt himself, I guess.
Yeah.
I mean, that's wild. So do they like reach the floor by the time they get out, and so it's not actually a fall? They're just like in a handstand.
Probably.
Okay.
I assume so.
How large is a newborn baby giraffe?
That's a
how
good
long?
question.
Probably like 6 foot tall.
That's tall. That's
Uh,
I feel like 6 foot.
yep, 6 feet.
Yep.
what?
6 feet.
Yeah.
6 feet tall.
Fuck it.
I feel
Nice.
like giraffes
Well
range
done.
from like 12 to 18 feet, so I feel like that's like
Yeah.
pretty kind of
Half
like
that.
right, yeah. Like depending on their neck or some shit. I don't
That-
know.
Yeah.
I forget how big animals can get.
Yeah, giraffes on average are 4 meters tall,
What the fuck is that?
which is 4 times 3
In
is 6.
American.
4 times 3 is 12. Yeah, so that's
Yeah, okay.
about
On average,
12
they're
feet.
12 feet. So
On
like,
average, they're about 12 feet.
yeah.
That's wild.
A little bit more than that because it's not a little less, a little bit more. I forget if there's 3 feet and 2 meters are not exactly 3 feet and a meter are not exactly the same.
Yeah.
I forget which one's larger.
I
I think 3 feet is larger than a meter.
I feel like
I don't know.
I'm happy that I knew that information. I'm not sure why I knew it, but I'm so
Yeah.
happy about it.
Yeah.
1 meter is 3.3 feet. So
Yeah.
3 feet is slightly less than a meter. So they're slightly taller than 12 feet on
Okay.
average.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Dope.
Thanks.
That's dope. I'm happy
Yeah.
about that fact. Giraffes are dope. I love giraffes. I also love bronciosauruses, and they got long necks.
They do got long necks.
You like the long neck people,
Yeah.
the long neck animals.
Mhm.
So I feel like we should end the podcast on a fact about dinosaurs, but I don't have facts about dinosaurs.
Fun fact about dinosaurs.
Land Before Time #1 was directed by a different person than the rest of the Land Before Time movies. That's why the first one is not a musical.
The first one's not.
I've
a
never
musical?
watched any of
Nope.
them.
I promise you, the first one is not a musical.
I could.
I know, me too. I rewatched it recently, probably like within the last 5 years. And
I've
it was
never
not a
watched
musical, and I
them.
was very upset.
Oh, why did you not watch The Land Before Times?
I didn't really watch TV as a kid.
Oh.
Like it was never like,
Did you watch the Disney movies?
no, I didn't
What?
start watching Disney movies until like high school.
Huh?
That's wild.
I feel
And,
like
like, I didn't-
America makes that happen for you. Like they're just like you want your children to be like stunned by the TV, so they basically let you have televisions for like poor people have televisions.
I was also an only child though.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I was never the like sit in front of the TV while I take care of the other kid thing. Like there was never the distraction. I always had a parent that I could like poke.
Oh,
Yeah.
Here's
Well,
a fun
that's
fact about
awesome.
here's a fun fact about dinosaurs that you wouldn't know, even by looking it up. My grandpa's a paleontologist.
Oh yeah, we know that because
Yeah.
I have your museum in my
Yeah.
in my phone. You know how like you could have a billion tabs open with your Chrome. So like
Yeah.
I have your hold on one sec.
So
It's the
many
Stern.
things
It's the
open.
Sternberg. It's the Sternberg Museum in
I know,
Kansas.
but I wanted to tell you because then I want to show it to you. Dang it! I'm gonna show you anyway. I know you can see me right now. People listening cannot, but if you can see this, the top left one is. Can you see that?
I can vaguely see a very fuzzy looking Sternberg.
Yeah.
I love that. I've always wanted to go for the sole purpose of being like,
Yeah.
this is my great grandfather's brother. Can you let me in for free?
I feel like you should definitely
Please.
try that.
I can't bring proof, but
But it's the truth, I swear.
it's the truth, I swear. How else would I know?
Yeah.
That's a
That's
fun
so
fact
cool.
about dinosaurs.
Yeah.
I'm related to a guy who looked at dinosaurs.
I definitely looked at him real well.
The another fun fact, the heaviest dinosaur is the Argentinosaurus at 77 tons.
Wow.
It was the equivalent of 17 African elephants.
That's
Holy bananas.
It's also the longest dinosaur, and it is also the largest land animal to have ever lived.
aww.
Is it the one with the big like
It's the long neck boy.
Yeah.
Oh!
I bet.
That's the
I thought-
Argentinosaurus.
I
I thought
bet
it was
they
the
were the
Brontosaurus.
sweetest. Hmm?
Are there different kinds of them, of course. Yeah.
The Brontosaurus was just slightly smaller than the Argentinosaurus.
Yeah. That's
The little foot.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you guys know to look out for when we want more cool facts to be able to talk about with you guys. Thank you guys for sending in stuff this time. And we will see you in the future again.
Yeah.
Goodbye
Amazing
for
how
now.
that works.
Yeah.
Time is an illusion.
Yes.
Bye.
And on that bombshell, goodbye!